Hello guys, welcome to my channel stream of Stoic Way. If I told you that before a woman cheats, long before the betrayal she leaves, subtle clues like breadcrumbs in the forest, the problem most men are too blind to in love or too hopeful to notice. But what if you could spot lessons before your heart gets shattered? Welcome to the uncomfortable truth backed by female psychology, guarded by Stoic wisdom. Stay alert, because what you're about to learn could save you from emotional ruin. Oh, and if you think emotional distance, my girl, would never that you might want to buckle up. She emotional distances might be starring in this script tone. Emotional distance creeps in. In Stoicism, detachment is a virtue, but in relationships, unexpected it's a warning shot. A cheating woman doesn't ghost, emotionally vert. It's gradual. First, the warm texts cool down, then the long conversations become robotic replies. The small gestures like checking in, complimenting you, or laughing at your jokes begin to vanish suddenly. Her eyes don't sparkle when you enter the room. Avoid yours. She's present but absent, like a ghost haunting her. And relationship one are emotionally driven. If she's cheating, chances are her heart has already checked out even before her body does, and she create emotional distance to rationalize her actions. She can't face the emotional contradiction, so she starts to retreat. It's not she's just tired, it's not Mercury in retrograde, it's detachment with a city of guilt from a psychological lens. When Simone emotionally withdraws, it's because they're already in Stengelsschwer, mentally or emotionally, and when emotional needs are being met by another person, the original partner feels like a burden rather than a bond. But emotional withdrawal is only the first crack in the mask. Schedule becomes a maze. What happens when her time becomes a mystery? Let's talk about that. Schedule becomes a maze to her. Schedule becomes a maze. Time tells truths people try to hide. Suddenly her schedule is packed. Late meetings, girls' nights. She didn't test to have errands. That mysterious light hours. You ask her about her day and get vague replies like it was fine. Nothing interesting. The pattern changes, but the story stays vague. Behavioral psychology teaches you stat cheaters subconsciously seek opportunities while covering their tracks, and they often don't lie directly, just manipulate time and details. Saw you, stop asking. You might hear her say, I lost track of time, or my phone died, or I just needed some space. A Stoic man observes without attachment. Observe without attachment. You don't need to accuse, just watch. As Epictetus said, appear are impressions, not facts, but they often foreshadow thetrith. She went to Target for 3 hours and came back without a single bag. Yisha, maybe she fought the entire Ramon army while picking out shampoo. Here's the trick: cheaters will always craft a believable narrative with just enough normality to pass your But here's where it gets colder. When her need for privacy suddenly turns into paranoia. 3. Sudden privacy and phone secrets. Sudden privacy and phone secrets. Once upon a time, her phone was just a phone. Just a phone. Now it's Fort Knox. You said to leave it on the couch. Now it's glued to her hand, face down, locked. Her silent smiles at texts. You're not Alouetto. See, she guards it like it holds nuclear codes. You go near her phone, and she reacts like you just tried to disarm a bomb. In female psychology, secrecy signals emotional displacement. She may not even be cheating, yet boot emotionally. She's feeding a new connection and feels the need to protect her. Think of emotional cheating as a gateway drug. It begins with innocent messages that turn into digital intimacy, and that's often more dangerous than physical cheating. You try to borrow her phone, and she suddenly turns into John Wick, not because you're wrong, but because she has something to lose. As a Stoic, your job isn't to panic, don't chase what she hides, observe the pattern gaslight Poschlong. Clouds, reason clarity, requires composure. But what if she's not just hiding, but rewriting reality to justify her guilt for gaslighting? And psychological reversal. Gaslighting is the cheater's favorite mirror, it makes you question yourself. She starts fights over nothing. She accuses you of being distant, insecure, or too controlling while giving you every reason to feel that way. She flips the script, so often you feel dizzy suddenly. You're the one was always wrong. This is psychological war. It's projection. She's putting psychological warfare, guilt on you so she doesn't have to confront it herself. This stage is dangerous, not just to your heart, but to your mind. Gaslighting makes you question your instincts, and when you stop trusting yourself, betrayal can destroy you twice, first through her actions, then through your own denial. You caught her whispering to a co-worker at 11 p.m. and no, somehow you're apologizing for buying Jinsuka. Houdini couldn't pull that off. Overcompensating creates a reality where you're too confused to confront the truth, and that gives her space to keep doing what she's doing, without consequence. When the guilt becomes unbearable, she doesn't break. She just overcorrects 5 unusual kindness and over-affection. The most confusing, unusual kindness and over-affection sign. She starts acting perfect. More kisses, more compliments, gifts. She becomes more attentive. Sheplin's date nights sends sweet messages, but it feels off, like she's trying to all make up for something because she is in guilt psychology. People often overcompensate to maintain their self-image. Women especially struggle with dissonance between their actions and identity, so they try to balance their scale. She tells herself, if I'm buying extra kind, I'm not really a bad person. So she drowns you in attention, not out betrayal of love, but to mask betrayal. Don't be seduced by sweet lies, dressed as affection, as Marcus Aurelius said. Closer. A man is to the truth. The clear her must see through the fog. Off Leisha, she went from ice queen to cuddle monster overnight. That's not growth, that's guilt in disguise. But Thephanal sign, it's not subtle, it's explosive, and it almost always means it's too late. 6. She ends it first, or forces you to. Here's the final mass project. End it before you do. Either she'll manufacture a dramatic reason, to live, or accuse you of being the problem, or worse, she'll give you an ultimatum that sounds like maybe we should take a break. This is projection. She wants out, but doesn't want to feel like the villain, so she pushes you into ending it. Or criticios that makes you retreat. She might pick unnecessary fights, sabotage their relationship, weaponize your insecurities, finally reach your limit and walk away. She gets to play thy victim. It's a psychological tacticry. The break, then blame the other person. Don't beg, don't bargain. A woman who wants to leave has already left emotionally. The Stoic way, hold your ground. Let go with grace. Let your silence say what your pain cannot shed. Right, said drops. The I need space bomb, right after a mysterious weekend. Away, coincidence. Why men miss these significantly. If you believe in unicorns, why men miss these signs? Now you might be wondering, why didn't I see it? Here's why. In love blinds reason. When a man is invested, he filters red flags. Threw up. Too many men are taught to super suspicion, believing it's toxic or insecure. 3 cheaters don't look like villains. They smile, they kiss you goodnight, they play the role until they didn't. Men miss the signs because they want to believe in loyalty, because a trusting feels better than doubting. Boot Stoicism doesn't ask you to distrust tasks, you to observe without illusion. But honest are you watching her actions, or a fantasy of her? The signs are Al Waster. It's not about paranoia, it's about Al Wanessa. wise man doesn't react, he recognizes. A stoic man doesn't chase, he observes. And a high-value man doesn't beg to stay Hewicks away. With dignity, this video opened your eyes even a little. Do one thing, like, subscribe, and share it. With a brother who might babble into these signs, the truth might hurt, but ignorance that destroys. Stay grounded. Stay sharp, please. Stream of Stoic, subscribe. More next video.